a traumatic experience is not a memory, because the moment you go there, you relive it. And that's the nature of traumatic stuff. If you have been raped, you get really upset thinking or talking about your rape, but it is not a memory of something belonging to the past. You currently, right now, recreate the physiological state of that past event. And what EMDR, and to some degree yoga and neurofeedback and now psychedelics all seem to help us to do is to go there and to reorganize our perception of it and become aware on a very deep level of this happened to me back then, it's not happening right now. And so some circuits in the brain change that allow you to put it in the past and say, yes, it happened, it was awful, but I'm not feeling it today.
Yeah.
I think what people mainly learn is how to cut off their feelings. Many people learn to not feel. And of course, psychiatry is very good at it also because things like Prozac makes you feel less.
Yeah.
And so you get less overwhelmed by your feelings, but by blunting your feelings, you also lose your capacity for pleasure and enjoyment.
Yeah.
So a very common adaptation to trauma is to just shut yourself down and becoming that uptight person that manages somehow to make it through your day. But it's in order to recover, you need to open up these pathways of self-experience, and that you need somebody who really gently helps you to reconnect with yourself.
Theatre and Shakespeare that I've heard you talk about is fascinating. So tell us what's going on there. How can this be helpful?
Well, let's start. I'm a developmental person. I just spent some time with my grandkids, and they're always playing different roles. And now I'm going to be an astronaut, and they try it out. And now I'm going to be a hunter, and they try it out. And that's how human beings learn what it feels like in your body to have different roles. What struck me with traumatized people is at some point their identity becomes an identity of defeat. I used to be a warrior, but now I cannot move anymore. I used to be a sexy woman, but now I'm frozen in my body, or a sexy man for that matter. And so trauma sort of fixates people in a particular role in life which has to do with helplessness. And when I look at my kids, and then we have this wonderful theater in the area where I live called Shakespeare and Courts, where they teach juvenile delinquents who all have terrible trauma histories to play Shakespeare roles. And they get to feel, oh, this is what it feels like to be a king. This is what it feels like to feel powerful. This is what it feels like to be a murderer. And then you get to, on a visceral level, experience the very different multimodality of ourselves. And we get to really feel, oh, I can be powerful. And that's what it feels like. But you cannot be powerful until you actually hold it in your body. Yeah. And so playing Macbeth gives you a feeling, oh, that's what it feels like to be a warrior and a nasty person. And you can play these different roles. And theater helps you to really viscerally experience other ways of moving in the world than your ordinary habitual responses.